Salutations everyone, I am Super97X and today we are back with more video games. You may be wondering where the hell was I been. Well, I explained that in the last episode, but this is a game called Crystalline from the same people who made Ace Academy, also known as the Pixel Fade crew. Zach loved Ace Academy so much that he bought me that game, and then I enjoyed it so much that I decided, hey, what the hell, let's get Crystalline, because he also said this game is equally as good. So, we're gonna play it. I don't know what we're gonna do. Just make sure my settings are good. I turned down the volume a little bit, just so it's easier to hear my wonderful, gorgeous voice. Oop. Let's start. Enter first names. Make main character's first name. It'll be Tom, and then last name Thompson, because I never learn. I'm pretty sure it's like that. You just Thompson. It's like Thompson. Thompson. Yeah, there you go. Tom. Hey, it's the same library for Ace Academy. This is oddly great. This is wonderful. The library is far more quiet than I would have expected at the time of the night. The only sounds in this gentle hum of the air is air conditioning. Whoa, that was too close. Is it gonna recycle like everything from Ace Academy? Nah, I'm not gonna insult them. I did that very heavily in Ace Academy from the copied backgrounds. I'm sorry, Pixel Fade, love me. But it's just great to just see the first thing is the library from Ace Academy. I blink my eyes wide open, then I stifle a yawn as I stretch to wake myself up. Focus! Finals are just around the corner, so I can't afford to slack off. Glancing around me, I notice that I'm the only person left to study in the study cubicles. It is getting pretty late. I'll go back to the dorms as soon as I finish this last chapter. I wonder if this is going to give me like nostalgia to Ace Academy. I flip through the book, only a few more pages to go on. I can do this! I never really studied in school. Stealing my resolve, I refocus on my textbook. ... Fade to black. The words in my book blur together as my eyelids grow heavy. I fight to keep my eyes open, but the lids continue to drop. I'll rest them for a second. Something jerks me away as my eyes blink open. A bright light illuminates the room, blinding me until I can see a stark whiteness. I throw my arm over my eyes and shield it from the light. After a few seconds pass, the light seems to dim, but it doesn't feel like the same fluorescent glow of the library bulbs. Carefully I unwind and bring my arm down, squinting to a pale blue sky. So is this actually like you're an Ace Academy character waking up or going to the Crystalline world? I don't know. A mild breeze tussles my hair. Blades of glass. Fuck me, man. Blades of grass tickle my neck as they wave in the wind. Where am I? I'm about to push myself off the ground when something pops into view. A round blue blob with two dark eyes blinks at me. Poi? It's adorable! It bobs slightly like pudding. When it notices my stare, it opens a small mouth and takes a dainty bite of my nose. Hey! The creature's bite doesn't sting, but it feels like a cool splash of water. Before I can take another, I scramble to my fate. The creature tumbles off my head and falls to the ground. Once it lands, it shakes itself off with a gelatinous tremble, clearly unfazed. Boing. Boing. It hops onto my foot and opens its mouth again, but I quickly shake it off. It rolls off my foot into the dirt, then it rights itself again. Boing. Boing. It pouts and continues to watch me, but it doesn't attempt another bite. What is this thing? It cocks its head as if wondering the same about me. That's unsettling. I take in the scattered of trees around me. Their tall branches kiss the sky. There's a winding dirt trail that weaves through the trees, if I can fucking read. As I follow with my gaze, I see smoke billowing out of the thatched roofs of a village in the far distance. Where am I? The last thing I remember is studying in the library. Fix it! I must have fallen asleep and now I'm dreaming. I glance down at the blue creature. What? At my response, it leaps up. Whoa! I scramble away from it. It lands on my and it lands back on the ground with a soft thud. That thing can jump pretty high. I need to be careful. What's your deal? It leaps again, and again I retreat. Stop that! I dodge as it jumps and I begin to run. Giant-sized block keeps pace with a series of nimble bounces. Seriously, stay back! It musters up one long leap and I turn on the corner of stir retreat to avoid it. I don't notice the other person until it's too late. Rip. We painfully collide and I lost my balance before toppling over. Fortunately, my hands catch myself, protecting me fall. When I open my eyes, I see a woman. Hey, yeah, I like this art style. I miss it. Her eyes are scrunched shut and her mouth is twisted into a grimace. Her long blonde hair is splayed out around her. She's gonna be pissed. As she lets out a small groan, she blinks up her eyes and fixes her gaze on me. Well, let's get into my usual. We're gonna save every fucking decision. This dream becomes the dream becomes what dream? Maybe she can give me some answers. My bad. I'm gonna say my bad. Let's not be a dick already. As I meet her gaze, my face flushes and I push myself onto my feet. I'm so sorry. Are you hurt? Extend a hand. She hesitantly accepts it, and then I help her up.
Just a little sore.
Holy crap!
I'm fine.
They can talk,
You heard?
and their things move. Whoa! They really stepped up. They really stepped up. There's even motion in the arms. You see this? This is like $1 million budget. I'll give them credit. They did step up their stuff. No, I'm fine. I'm sorry again. I should have paid more attention to where I was going.
It's partially my fault. I was distracted.
Boy?
The creature is right up by my foot again. Are you serious? You're still here? The woman looks surprised.
Pongo!
Pongo? Jeez, all that Pac-Man. Oh, the damn Pac-Man last night's making me see things.
Poke a man?
Poke a man? I mean, you can poke me. That sounded more sexual in my head.
Boy?
The pango blobs up and down by my foot and nudges me with its head.
Aw, he's a cute one.
He?
Yeah, you can tell by the shape of his eyes.
Not the fact that he's fucking blue.
I
Oh.
think he wants you to hold him.
He's getting cute. It's trying to eat me. We're saving, because I don't know how important decisions are. And also, if I fuck up something, I can always go back and see the other solution. He's kinda cute. He's trying to eat me. I'll say it's cute. How can you tell? Because that's what I saw
He's
in
not
the
being
first scene.
subtle about it.
The penguin hops to my foot and looks up at me. Okay. I bend down, he bounces into my palm. He feels cool to the touch and surprisingly soft for being candid gelatinous.
Boy?
He chirps happily as he rolls over in my palm. Whoa! The woman leans in and uses a finger to gently tickle the pongo. He chirps up. He chirp ups again and shivers.
Oh, his laugh is so adorable.
She continues to tickle him and rolls over from laughing.
Oops.
She stops tickling him and pets him on the head instead. He snuggles against her hand and sighs contentedly.
Boy?
Using the other hand, she raises the gauntlet and seems to offer it to the pongo. The pongo stares at it, then turns his head away and hops onto my shoulder before nestling against me.
Boy?
A pongo who refuses magic energy? Wait a minute. Are you a mage?
I love 110 Frost Mage. You fucking know it. Of course not. I'm a warrior. That's not a real occupation. I'm gonna say a level 110 Frost Mage. Yeah, I play a mage in my MMORPG.
MMORPG? You keep saying such strange things.
She holds up her gauntlet and a faint pale light glows. It pulses rhythmically as she holds it closer to me. It quickens until the pulses almost look like one long pulse. She blinks in surprise.
Wait, this heightened energy activity, it's you?
She analyzes the magic swirly thing on her
I
gauntlet.
don't see a discharger on you. So then, How is it possible for you to have such a high magical energy reading?
Because I'm pretty magical.
Are you carrying crystals?
I'm carrying a whole lump of meth in my ass, but I don't suggest you check. I don't know how serious I'm gonna take this. Right now I'm just having a good time. Is this a sting operation? Because I just say meth in my ass. Is it no way, man, I'm clean.
Huh?
I don't do drugs. You're nice and narrow. She looks over. She looks me over again.
Never mind. It doesn't look like you're carrying crystals. Or anything for that matter.
I don't know what's going on right now. I was in the library studying for the finals, and somehow I wake up here.
Are you from the Mage Academy?
I mean, Ace Academy. The what?
Mage Academy.
I've rubbed my temples. Okay, I think I dozed off long enough. It's time to wake up now. She blinks in
You are
confusion.
awake.
No, this is a dream. She
I
frowns.
can assure you this is not a dream.
Man. Boop. Time for the pinch test. I'm not convinced. You don't run into women this hot in reality. I believe you. Well, let's go with the dream. If it is a dream, let's go with it. Maybe she's right. Everything here feels too real even for a dream. I nod. So this place is in Dream. Then where are we?
We're in Meadow Hill.
Meadow Hill? Where's that?
It's a part of the Kingdom of Havengard, of course.
Havengard? She looks at me like I'm crazy.
The largest of the three kingdoms. Actually, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah, you know the part of the USA?
USA. USA?
No, the United States of America.
The United States of what? Never mind that for now. If you don't have any crystals, and you don't have a discharger, have you casted recently?
I shake my
The
head.
amount of energy reading doesn't add up.
She rests her chin in her hands as she thinks. A shiver runs through me as reality begins to set in. This isn't really a dream. Any ideas? She shakes her head.
Maybe the Mage Academy can provide answers.
Mage Academy? That's a start. Sounds good to me. How do I get here? How do I get there? English boy.
Oh, it's in the center of Illumia.
Where?
Illumia. You follow the path going north until you arrive at the crossroads. Then you head...
Her voice trails off as she notices my
I'm
expression.
actually heading back there now. You can come along if you want.
Oh yeah. As I contemplate her offer, I look her over again. Can I trust her? Well, she didn't kill you when you ran into her, so you're doing pretty good, better than most video games and other things. If you would have done that in another video game, you'd have just gotten shot and teabagged 4 times. Her posture is naturally straight and gives off her own air of authority. She did mention she was out there on some sort of official investigation. Plus, she seems friendly enough. Besides, if I don't go with her, then I'll be wandering around on my own. The chances of me finding this Mage Academy alone without running into any unsavory people are not promising. I can't risk that. I need to find a way back home. I nod. Thanks. I'm Dab Dabson, by the way.
I'm Leanna. Leanna Dawn.
I feel like there's something there, but I'm not gonna... Anyway. Nice to meet you. I hold out my hand for the shake, but she just stares it after, keeping my hand up for a few seconds like being feel awkward. Her expression changes to curiosity. She generally takes my hand. I grin bridally as I shake her hand firmly. She's a bit startled, but when our gazes meet, she matches my smile.
It's nice to meet you too.
I look at her questioningly as she continues to shake my hand. She slips her hand away and blushes.
Shall we get going then?
Ready when you are. Yay, adventure! Leanna nods and brings us back to the path. Then she starts to walk in the direction of the village. The Pongo follows us, staying a step behind. Why didn't you just carry him? I need to be a dick. We travel for quite some time together. It's been pretty silent. I wonder if I should say something. Yeah, I will be saving everything. Thank you. Ask about the Pongo, ask what brought her here, ask about her gauntlet. I don't have any pressing things to say. Yeah. So not that I'm complaining, but what exactly were you doing out in the field?
The field?
Where you found me?
Oh, there have been rumors of high energy readings around Meadow Hill, so I was sent to investigate. I had already checked out the surrounding area, and there'd been no clear source for all that excess energy until today.
When you met me? She nods. I hadn't been in the field for very long before you found me, though.
You might be a byproduct of whatever created the energy spike in the
Oh,
first
so you were
place.
like teleported in this world, Mr. Tom Thompson. What have you gotten yourself into this time? What do you think that was? You know, I just realized since I named my character from Ace Academy Tom Thompson, I just feel like I'm on a meth-induced trip. I just got teleported here.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen readings of that level before. The Mage Academy should be able to help explain.
I wonder what it takes to become a mage. So besides magic, what else does Mage Academy teach?
Oh, all the basics. How to use a manipulator, how to control your energy, the many usages and differences between crystals and spheres.
What exactly is this crystal stuff you keep on mentioning?
You mean the difference between crystals and crystal spheres? Well, when we refer to crystals, we mean the raw crystals, whereas crystal spheres are the usable refined state.
Interesting. That's helpful, but I mean crystals in general. She stares at me and narrows her eyes of trying to judge me if I'm serious.
It's the power source for, well, everything.
I look blankly at
You
her.
don't use crystals where you come from?
No. Her mouth falls open. She looks at me with... her mouth falls open and she looks at me with bewilderment.
With no crystals. What else do you use to power things?
Coal, nuclear, wind, giant hamster wheels for people to run on. I count off on my fingers. Sun, water, wind, nuclear fission, fossil fuels like coal or oil. Her eyes widen with each eye on my list. She's about to speak, but I'm not finished. Geothermal waves, tidal hydrogen. Fuck you.
Okay.
She shakes her head, incredulously?
I get it. You have your own methods of energy. Many methods.
Yeah. Leona's eyes sparkle as she falls into a pensive silence. A small smile plays at her lips while she considers what I've said. I may have overwhelmed... fuck. I may have overwhelmed her a little, but she actually seems interested in all my methods for harnessing energy. Boop. Yes, we're gonna save everything, you damn Yankee. Let's ask about her gauntlet. Without seeming too suspicious, I try to get her a better look at her gauntlet. What was that thing that she was doing with it earlier? Yeah, notices me staring and shifts uncomfortably.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just curious about your gauntlet.
Oh, my manipulator?
Sure.
All mages have a manipulator. It's how we use energy to interact with the elements around us.
Wait, you mean you can cast spells?
I suppose that's one way to phrase it.
Whoa, can you show me something cool?
Like what?
Cast magic missile? I'm asking for the magic missile. Can you cast a magic missile at the darkness? She furrows her brows.
That's not possible.
I look her straight in the eyes. You're right. She's very clearly confused by her response and lost for words. We're gonna go back to that. Anything. I don't know. Anything. Yeah, pause while she thinks. Then her face brightens. She lifts up her gauntlet and points towards the Pongo. He levitates in the air, much to the Pongo's surprise. As he hovers in the air, he looks at all around him and opens his mouth, trying to eat the air. Lena giggles and gently places him back down. Whoa, that was amazing! You know, the only problem I have with this is there's no show, so I can't go every 5 seconds. I'm upset now. What am I gonna do without show to make fun of? He's like my Zach in this. Leanna smiles shyly as she brushes a stray lock of hair behind her ear.
It was nothing.
What else can you do?
There's a lot more my manipulator can do. But I think it's best if I conserve the energy for now.
I nod. That makes sense. Ask about the Pongo! I glance behind us and just expect the Pongo hops along. So the Pongo's still following us. Leanna glances back and grins.
That's not too surprising.
Why not?
Pongos are attracted to magical energy. That's why it was so strange that it showed no interest in my manipulator.
It's still following us, though.
It's following you. My readings showed you're full of magical energy. As far as the Pongo is concerned, you're a buffet.
Huh. As I think of what Leanna said, I look at the Pongo more this time. This time he looks right back at me and his eyes crinkle as he splits into a huge grin. He leaps up in the air and reaches the height of my waist. Whoa! He jumps high again. Leanna giggles.
I think he's tired of hopping.
I guess I'd be kind of hard to keep up when you're so much smaller than us. I hold out my hands, the Pongo hops right in my palm, but he doesn't stop there. Before I can react, he hops on my shoulder and jumps again and lands on top of my head. I feel a cool wiggle in my hair. Leanna giggles again. What's he doing?
Nothing. He's just so happy.
She reaches out a finger and strokes a Pongo, who chirps up contently. Leanna's smile broadens as she clears her throat and tries to make on a more serious expression. Her steps quicken as she resumes walking. Listen for sounds of wildlife. As we continue walking, I can hear the usual song of birds and the faint whooshes of wings flopping in the air. Whee! Occasionally, there's a rustle amidst the trees, and I even swat the bugs buzzing around my eyes. It all feels very familiar, reminding me of home. Yeah, clears her throat.
So, you're from USA?
USA, but yeah.
Which kingdom is that in?
How should I phrase this? The Kingdom of North America. She frowns and scratches her neck.
I'm a little ashamed to say I'm not familiar with that place. Where is it?
On Earth?
Earth?
Okay, time to take a different approach. Let me see if I can explain. Alright, tell me where we are right now.
In Meadow Hill.
And where is that?
In the kingdom of Havengard.
And where is Havengard?
In the land of Asaria.
And where is that part of?
Terra, of course.
Okay, so Terra is my Earth. She pauses, my words would sink in, then she gasps.
Wait, are you not?
Oh, fuck. Damn it! Let me go back. Let me go back. With this arrow keys to go back. She looks concerned.
How did you get here?
Magic, bitch! That's what I'm hoping the Mage Academy can tell me.
Right, but I mean, how did you come to Meadow Hill specifically? Do you remember anything before you were in the field?
I think back to when I was studying in the library. I would actually tired because that's the same day I had my evening class. I still remember everything about me in my past. Yeah.
Well, at least we know you don't have amnesia.
I nod. She lapses back into silence, looking thoughtful. I have a lot to think about myself. My head is swimming with everything I've learned so far. Though there are some similarities between Terra and Earth, I've only scratched the surface on all the differences. But there's magic, though! I really hope Mage Academy can help explain what's going on, and more importantly, how I can get back home. Eventually, you know, when you get to know this fine lady right here, you're not going to want to go home, Mr. Tom Thompson. You're going to want to hear and show her your magical wand. Pongo flips in front of my eyes, and I carefully scoop him back into place in my head. Well, what happened there? Did you slip? My animation, or did that poi sound a little sheepish? Leanna looks over and grins.
You were trying to get a good look at our friend here, weren't you?
I feel movement in my head as I assume the Pongo nods.
Looks like someone got a little adventurous and lost his footing.
Poi.
I let out a chuckle as Leanna giggles. Once again, the Pongo is secured. We continue walking. The sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees with a soft glow. My feet ache in protest with each step I take, and my legs are tight from the walking. Hey! Finally, we come upon the perimeter of the village, and Leanna grins as she leads me through the gates.
Here we are, Meadow Hill Village.
And with that, we will end this episode. So far, I really still enjoy the pixel fades style of characters and artwork. And it's nice to have it back because I've been finished with Ace Academy for quite a minute, but it's also glad to be back on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying this so far, and hopefully it's going to be a long series because Ace Academy took up a decent bit. But we'll see you in the next one.